see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a pool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her first. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me.
Tonight. Stadium. Baltimore, Maryland. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
How about the defense there try to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Micah Parsons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
This from 36 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, the bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now it's Wilson.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at theirs. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Oh, no.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now it's Jackson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
You don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm looking. All right, never mind.
3rd quarter action now. Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the 1st half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Dallas. Looking to throw, Prescott. The quick slant caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Prescott now from the 50. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Jackson slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws. The INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Freeman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing. Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight like that.
Now Jackson.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Jackson to throw.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
To throw, Prescott.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.